Hi, welcome to my channel where I analyze media clips that come up that I feel like analyzing using attachment theory. Yeah, a lot of the things that I want to tell people about that I find super helpful after studying attachment theory for many, many years is that it's often easier to see something in an example than it is to understand it through an explanation. So here is today's clip and attachment theory insight. In Downton Abbey, I'm looking over here because I'm looking at the image of the scene. So in Downton Abbey, when Anna is attacked, and her primary concern is avoiding having her husband be murdered or hanged, because she thinks that if he finds out that she was attacked, that he will kill the man who did it, and especially given that he was already on trial for murder once, he would probably be convicted, and then she would lose him. And so here's the attachment theory part. Attachment is about retaining access to the interpersonal resource that you have, meaning the person that you get care from. So when you're a baby, that's your parent or other caregiver. In a romantic relationship, it's your romantic partner. And so if she were securely attached, that would mean that she didn't have to be worrying about that, and she would be authentic and just spontaneously express her distress and her need, and she would be able to count on the result of expressing that, the result being that she would get that help from her caregiver, as opposed to just having more problems, and just having less of what she needs, because now she would still have all of her same problems that she already had before, plus the problem of losing her. My puppy is wriggling in the corner, sorry. She would have all the same problems, and on top of that, lose her husband and have the traumatic experience of having him be killed after being found guilty for murder, which she already narrowly avoided once. So the point is, what she is doing is an avoidant attachment thing, which I like to call downregulation. And that is, she is she's basically not meeting, not acknowledging, not getting help with, not attending to, not focusing on her needs, because overall she's safer not paying attention to them so that she can deal with a more grave threat, or just the simple fact that if she attended to them, it would make things worse for her. So, yeah, and then when there's a scene where they go to dinner, and they're trying to have a nice time, and it's obviously very difficult or impossible because Anna has been deeply traumatized and hasn't gotten the support that she needs, and Bates, it's traumatizing for Bates too, or at least very upsetting for him, and he says that when he looks at her, he thinks about what's happened, and it makes him want to murder. So she was exactly right. So this was a dangerous situation, and that's how the quote insecure attachment styles, they're referred to as insecure attachment styles, but I like to take a more adaptation-based approach, as found in Crittenden's dynamic maturational model of attachment and adaptation, for example. But basically, to think about the function of this, you can also see some of this in Micklin Shaver's work. I'm a research psychologist, so I'll be giving some references here. And yeah, basically, this is not her, you know, you might not think about this as avoidant attachment because it's not her pushing someone away. It's not her like trying to be on her own and not let someone in and not truly love and not value her relationships. Like, she adores Bates. And she absolutely wants to be married to him, and she wants to be as close as possible with him. She just doesn't have the luxury of being in a safe situation that, you know, where attending to her own needs would result in the most safe outcome for her, which is really sad.